या ब्रह्माच्युत शंकर प्रभृतिभिः देवै सदा वन्दिता सामां सरस्वती भगवती सामां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा समस्त जन कल्याण निरतं करुणामयम् नमामि चिन्मयं देवं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् लोकाभिरामम् रणरङ्गधीरम् श्री रामचंद्र शरणं प्रपद्ये मनोजवं तुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं धीमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं अजर बिहारी श्री राम जय राम जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय राम रघुकुल रीति चली आई प्राण जाए बरु वचन न जाए Ramachandra ki jai. Okay, for those of you who are joining us today for the first time, we're seeing Sundara Kanda. And last night when we left it, Hanumanji has reached Ashok Vadika. Sita Maya is there. And he's sitting amongst the Ashok leaves and looking down. Ravan came and threatened and all that we saw. And he leaves her in charge of a very noble Rakshasi. And I was telling on one of the previous days that even among so-called nations and countries and communities that we look down on, there's still always good people among them. Trijata was one of them. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama. 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 Trijata naam rakshasi je. Ram charan rati nipun viveka. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama. Saban avoli sunaye si sapna. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama. सीखै से करहु हित अपना. श्री राम जय जय रामा. सपने बानर लंका जाई. श्री राम जय रामा. जात खान सेना सब मारी. श्री राम जय रामा. हर आरूर नयन दस सीसा. श्री राम जय रामा. मुंजित सिर खंडित भुज दीसा. श्री राम जय रामा. श्री राम जय जय रामा. श्री राम जय जय रामा. जय रघुराम. जय सीताराम. जय सीताराम. श्याम रामचंद्र की जय. त्रिजटा नाम राक्षसी एका राम चरण rati nipuna viveka. In Tulsidas' Ramayana, how to recognize a good person? Ramacharana rati nipuna viveka. The one who revels in the feet of Bhagwan, Ram. This is the important thing. See, good means what? People in the world say that we don't need God and we don't need spirituality and we don't need religion and scriptures and all of that sort of thing. Many people say like that. All I have to do is be a good person. Huh? People say like that. But the person who is a good person and does not have any higher goal, any higher understanding of the universe, any higher appreciation and all of that through scriptures and through spirituality, that person will be a good person, but he doesn't go anywhere. He stays right there only. There is no movement. We say, no. For his good actions, he will be rewarded. People in jail also in these countries, people are rewarded. Is correct or not? They get nice food and they live a better life than many people. There are many people who go in jail just to get the food. Everybody is rewarded in this world. We are talking about moving reality. So the person who doesn't have spirituality in his life, no matter what good and all, he doesn't move anyway. So, in Tulsidas's Ramayana, the good person is described like this, who revels in the feet of Bhagwan Ram. So even though she was Rakshasi, living in this Lanka, she reveled in the feet. Now, she could not tell Ravan that, Actually, people ask that, how come Ravan allowed Vibhishan to be right there in the palace? Near his palace, he had his little kutia and everything there. And Vibhishan was worshipping Bhagwan Ram, put his Ankit on the door and all of that. For years he worshipped and Ravan never kicked him out. Or Ravan never troubled him. Actually, for that you have to go back to the previous Yuga, in Satyug. In Satyug, Ravan was Hiranyakashipu. And his own son was a worshipper of Bhagwan. And that boy worshipped and he opposed that Hiranyakashipu opposed him and tried everything to remove him. And in the end, he was removed. Prahlad survived and Hiranyakashipu was removed. So in that lifetime, as Hiranyakashipu, he realized, I tried everything to remove a Hari Bhakta, but I could not remove. I got removed. So in this lifetime now, when he became Ravan, this Vibhishan is Hari Bhakta. Look, I better leave him alone. I will be removed, in the next lifetime. So he left him alone. But so the Trishra also, she cannot tell, I'm supporting Ram. He puts Sita ji in charge of this, Trishra in charge of this Sita ji in this Ashok Vatika and goes. And now she tells to everybody there, this is a very interesting portion of Ramayana. She tells to all the other Rakshasis there who are guarding Sita ji, she tells, look, last night I had a dream. You better listen carefully. In that dream, I saw Sapane Banar Lanka Jari. She's telling all these things in the dream now. A monkey came here and burned down Lanka. And Hanumanji is on this Ashok tree and he's listening. And he's thinking, but I am the only monkey here. A monkey came here and burned down Lanka. In my dream. Then, Jatu Dhan Sena Sab Mari. And all the Rakshas army was pulverized, removed. Then, Khara Arud Nagan, that's a Sisa. And Ravan is going south. This is all symbolic thing. Ravan is going south riding on a donkey. It means to say Ravan has died. Next line. Mundita Sir Khandita Bhuja Lisa. All his 20 arms and head and everything got broken like that. In her dream she saw. Evidiso Dachina Disi, Jai was going south. And Lanka Manahu Vivishana Pahi. And Lanka is given to Vibhishan. Now all this happened or not? It happened only. So people ask this question all the time. So you mean to say we can dream what is going to happen? Not only dream, we can know what is going to happen also. Because, now see, now only science is coming to really discover a lot of new things in the universe. And in the Shastras, let me tell you a little bit about this. In the Shastras, it is described nicely that nothing in this world is created nor destroyed. Like how we say matter is neither created nor destroyed. Nothing is created nor destroyed. It means to say that everything is there in the universe already. Now, I just want you to think about that a little bit. It means the past is there in the universe and the future is already there. It is just like this. So there are 20 things lined up here. And so when you are watching, you're walking down the line and you're watching. Right? Because there are 20 things in front. So when you are at number 1, it is now. You're not at number 20, that is the future. You are walking, you start at number 1. So when you reach 2, 1 has become past. And 2 is now present. And 3 is future. But you are moving. But it is not that 1 and 20 were not there. They are already there. In this universe, nothing new created or destroyed. All things are there. Bhagavan tells in Bhagavad Gita, he says at the time of the manifestation, when the pralaya is over and all that manifestation, from the avyakta, from the unmanifest, I start bringing all things into manifest. Not he starts creating. There is no such creation in Sanatana Dharma. Huh? He doesn't create anything. From the unmanifest, they're in a state of unmanifest, he starts bringing them into manifest. Avyakta advyaktaya sarvaha. From the avyakta, all things start becoming vyakta. It means that they are there already. So it is just that we are going through our life, and as we are moving, things are manifesting. New things are manifesting means it was there in unmanifest and just becomes manifest. We do not call it creation. We have no word in Sanskrit for creation because nothing is created nor destroyed. So now, Triyata is seeing something which is already there. If you can peep well, some people can peep well, you know. If you can peep well, we will be able to see what is already there. So she is seeing what is already there. This is all. Huh? That is why all things like deja vu and all that make sense. You know that, no? So now, all the other Rakshasis heard this thing. What? Monkey burned down Lanka? This, that? Ravan is dead. Vibhishan gets Lanka. All this. She told all that story. And Hanumanji does not know that he's part of the story. He's just listening to this story. And she scared all of them, and then they all started treating Sitaji nicely. Oh, really? That is going to happen? And now Hanumanji thinks. In this Ramcharitmanas, you'll see, this Sundarkand, from the beginning of Sundarkand, a phrase is used. Hanumanji is known for this phrase. What is that? Kapi kari hridaya vichar. Hridaya vichar, he thought deeply. Now, I'm sitting here, Sitaji is down there, this Trijata just told this thing, Ravan left before that, I don't know what to do. What is my next move? And then, Dini Mudrika Daritava, he dropped that ring down. And Janu Asok Angar Deen Harashi Uti Kara Gaheu. She was very happy, Sitaji was very happy to see this ring. She quickly got up and picked it up. And then, in her mind, Tulsidas, she describes it. This is Sansar, what Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Shri Krishna calls Dvandva Sansar. You have to understand the Sansar for what it is. It is described in every step of this Ramcharitmanas. See that? Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama, 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 Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama. Tab dekhi mudri kaam manohar, Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama, Ram Naam Ankit Ati Sundar, Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama, Chakit Chitav Mudar Pehchani, Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama, Harash Vichar Hridaya Kulani, Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama, Jiti ko sakai ajay raghu jai. Tab dekhi mudrika manohar Ram naam ankit ati sundar. That ring Hanumanji dropped down, and on that ring was written Ram. It is said that Hanumanji put that ring in his mouth when he was coming, because he needed the hands for fighting and all that, and he can't wear it. So he put it in his mouth, and the name of Ram is there. And so he came over the ocean so easily. And if we keep the name of Ram on our tongue also, we'll be able to cross over this ocean. The power, and I told you last night, this is one of the running theme in this Ramacharita, the power of the name of Ram. So such a great big Tulsidaji said, I don't care, I told you, I don't care about his karma yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga and all of this yoga. Forget all of this yoga. I want the name of Ram. One boy was there, born in a very spiritual, religious family, and the parents tried to get him to say Ram. And sometimes you can't explain certain things, The parents tried to get him to say Ram, and he will not say Ram for anything. The parents went and say Ram, beta. Say Ram. No, he'll not say Ram. Nothing. So they took him to a Mahatma. And they said, Mahatma ji, this boy, not even once in his life he has said Ram, and we can't get him to say Ram. You please make him say Ram. Then Mahatma ji tried and tried and tried. He said, okay, leave him here. I'll make him say Ram. They went home. Then after some time, again Mahatma approached. You will say Ram? He said, no. You will not say? No, I will not say. Oh, you will not say what? I will not say Ram. Yes, you said it. No. He tricked him into saying Ram. Then he called those parents and said, okay, now take him home. He has said Ram. And this fellow for the rest of his life also never said Ram again. And then, of course, eventually he died and left this world. And then he went before Chitragupta. Chitragupta checked that. Well, you were in trouble. You never said Ram even? He said, yes. I said Ram. Check. So you had to check that whole list to find, one time. Then really found only one time he had said Ram. So Chitragupta called that his boss Yamraj. He said, boss, we have a very peculiar case here, He called on his boss. He took that boy. We have a very peculiar case. That man. Peculiar case here. In his whole life, he only said Ram once. We have never had a case like that before. Even just now we saw when Vibhishan got up, Rama, Sumirana Kinha. At least 2 times. First time we had a case, a person only said it once in his whole life. What is the phala, the result? The phala we should give for saying Ram? Once. Yamraj said, but I also don't know this thing. Because I've never seen a case like that. He said, okay, this Bhagwan Shiva, he is chanting Ram, Ram, Ram all the time. He does nothing else in Kailash, Ram, Ram, Ram. Let us take him by Bhagwan Shiva, will ask him. So they asked, Prabhu, this man here said Ram only once in his whole life. What is the phala we should give? Bhagwan Shiva said, look, I don't think about phala and all that kind of thing. I only chant Ram, Ram, Ram. I never look for result. I just chant. So I also don't know. Then they thought, okay, if Brahmaji, he is the one who manifested this whole universe, he will know. He manifested everything. Let us take him to Brahmaji. Brahmaji said, look, my work is only manifestation. I don't know phala and all that kind of thing, Karma, phala. No. Okay, take it. Let us take him to Bhagwan Ram in Saket. Bhagwan Ram will know because it's his name. They took him to Bhagwan Ram. And they said, Prabhu, this man only chanted your name once in his whole life. Nobody could figure out what phala we should give him. Bhagwan Ram said, what phala you are asking about? He got darshan of Yamraj, he got darshan of Brahmaji, he got darshan of Lord Shiva, and he got my darshan also. All of this darshan, and you're still thinking about phala? Once only he gets darshan of everybody. In this Ramcharitmanas, so is the power of the name of Bhagwan Ram. Tulsidas he writes at one place in the Balkand, More mat naam bare duhute. That in my estimation, the name of Bhagwan Ram is greater than the Sagun Brahma and Nirgun Brahma. Both put together. Name is greater than both. Ramana sakahi nama guna gai. If Bhagwan Ram also cannot tell the greatness of his own name. How many verses in Balkand and all about the name. And this Hanumanji put this ring with this name of Bhagwan Ram, and he crossed over this ocean. This ring Sita ji is seeing right in front of her now. And then joy and sorrow at the same time. If the ring of Bhagwan Ram is here, somebody would have conquered Bhagwan Ram. How they'll get that ring? Second thing, who can conquer this Ram? So the ring is here and it appears as though he has been conquered. So there's sorrow, there's joy to see the ring. And remember Ram, and remember his name. But there's sorrow to know that Bhagwan Ram is no more. Like that. So Tulsidas ji writes, Harsha Bishad Hridaya Akulani. At the same time in the heart, there was joy and sorrow. And this is samsaric existence. You please remember that. At the same time, there is joy and sorrow in everybody's heart. It is just that we are good. We try to not look at the sorrow and look at the joy. Like for example, you will be sitting here and listening to Ramcharitmanas, so there will be joy. And then at the same time there will be sorrow. When that Swami will stop. And I have to sit here like that. So all experiences in life is like that. It is just that we are able to only, if we train our mind properly, we can see one of them and not see the other. Just like in every atom there is a negative and a positive. That is why we say we are in pursuit of sukha prapti and dukkha nivritti. We are in pursuit of happiness, and we are escaping sorrow. But we are doing the two at the same time. You can't do one. And no roti has one side. Have you seen roti with only one side? The roti must have two sides, like that. So all things are like that in the universe. So there's joy and sorrow at the same time in her heart. And many times in Ramcharitmanas this thing comes to remind us. Now, when Hanumanji saw Sitaji's mind is perplexed now. How come the ring of Bhagwan Ram is here? This is strange. Her mind became confused. A very famous line now comes after that. See this. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama. Shri Ram Jaya Rama. Ramchandra Gun Paran Laga Sunat Hi Sita Kar Dukh Bhaga. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama. Lagi Sunesha Vana Man Lai Aadi Mujhe Sab Katha Sunai. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama. Shravanamrit Jehi Katha Suhai. Kai so pragat hoti kin hai. Ramachandra guna baranay laga. Sitaji's mind is perplexed, seeing this ring of Bhagwan Sri Ram here, and Ram is nowhere to be seen. And immediately Hanumanji starts singing Ramcharitmanas. Hanumanji starts singing this whole Ramcharitmanas. Tulsidas ji said, Adi hute sab katha sunai. He sang the whole Ramcharitmanas. I don't know how long it took. But I told you yesterday or one of the previous days, inside this Ramcharitmanas, just now he met Vibhishan. And he told the whole Ram Katha. And now, from here, he told the whole, Tulsidas ji writes, from beginning to end. He tells the whole Katha of Bhagwan Sri Ram. Lagi shunai shravana manalai adi hute sab katha sunai. And then the operative line for us is, Sunatahi Sita. Sita Maya, hearing the Katha of Bhagwan Sri Ram, kar dukh bhaga. All her sorrows went away. Actually, it's a great panacea for the samsaric existence in this Kali Yuga. If we can just listen to this Ramcharitmanas. And I told you, he said, Tulsidas writes, just by listening, that is enough. We just have to listen every day. Otherwise, we like to listen to soaps, you know. You have to listen to Ram Katha. There are two types of listeners, it is somebody was saying, in this world. One is like a whole pot, and the other is like a crack pot. Have you heard? Two types of listeners. One is whole pot, and one is crack pot. There's a whole pot. If you put the water inside, then the water stays. So when he listens to Ram Katha, it stays. And the other one, crack pot. You know, when you put water in there, and you come back after some time. Water gone. So the other type of listener is like that. When he hears Ram Katha today, tomorrow, gone. Actually, one man was telling that Mahatma Ji, said, Mahatma Ji, I am crackpot. Mahatma Ji said, what do you mean? He said, when you tell one Katha today, I listen to that Katha, and tomorrow it leaks out. And so tomorrow I have place for another Katha. So that also has some benefit. It's good to, if you crackpot also still good. So Sita Maya listened to this whole Katha of Bhagwan Sri Ram. Joy came to her heart. All sorrows went away for the one who listens to this Ram Katha. And who he tells in Uttarakhand, who is qualified to listen to Ram Katha, you know? It's very nice. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram That person is the adhikari, fit to hear Ram Katha, qualified to hear Ram Katha. Who? Jinke satsangati ati pyari. The one who likes satsang. Otherwise, there's a person who doesn't like satsang, doesn't want to come here, doesn't want to be in this mandir listening to what is going on. Company of, where the name of the Lord is chanted and all that. He doesn't like that, and you meet him on the road and you listen to some Ram Katha. That will go here and come out from there. Or it will go there and bounce back maybe. No need. One has to have a love for satsang. So now Sita Maya listened to this whole Ramcharitmanas and became so joyous. And then she said, but who is telling it? Who is telling this Ram Katha? She listened only. Why don't you show yourself? Where is it coming from? She still did not see Hanumanji. Tava Hanumanta nikat chali gayau, pirivaiti mana bismayavayau. And then Hanumanji came down from that tree now. And again, she became totally depressed. He telling this monkey telling this Ram Katha. Like that she thinks. And again became our Dasharath Ji Maharaj had said in Balkand, I don't know if you remember that, I told before, that when Sita Ji was going to the forest, he said, she's going to forest? She is scared even of a picture of a monkey. What to talk of a real monkey? And now Hanumanji comes there. And this is an amazing thing, you know. Look here. We saw so many episodes of Hanumanji until now, starting with Kishkinda Khan. When he came in front of Bhagwan Sri Ram, he came there as a brahmachari. Then he came in Lanka, he took a very small form like this. Then he came in front of Vibhishan's house, he came there as Brahmana. Everywhere he goes, he is taking some form. Right? And Sita Ji, who is scared of a picture of a monkey also, that time, when it is time to take some form now, no, he goes as monkey only. So somebody asked Tulsidas Ji, why Hanumanji did not think of this? You are taking some form in front of everybody else, and now it is time to take some form because she is scared of monkey, and he goes as Hanumanji? Tulsidas Ji replied very nicely, you know, see, in front of this one, you could be that thing. In front of the other one, you could be that thing. But in front of mother, you can't be anything else. You can only be who you are only. No matter what we do in this world, when we come in front of mother, we are just a child in front of the mother only. So, Hanumanji comes like that now. Now she becomes very disturbed again, and quickly, in order to remove that confusion in her mind, he tells, Ram Doot mein maatu janki, satya sapat karu nani than ki, Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama. There is no end to the lessons from the life of Hanumanji in our life. The only word that could come out from his mouth when Sita Ji sees him in that condition, and she is in that condition, she sees him, the only word that has come out from his mouth, he at no place in this Ramcharitmanas, he tells, I am Hanuman. I am Anjani Putra. I am this. Never he says. Immediately he says, Ram Doot mein Matu Janaki. I am the Duta of Ram. Rama's name comes before his name every time. And in this world of what we call Lokeshana, Vitteshana, Putreshana, people are all looking, in this world, people are all the time looking for some recognition, for some praise, for some, you know, that kind of, what you call notice in this world. Is the deepest disease of a human being. Worse than disease for money and worse than disease for the opposite gender. Deepest disease in a human being is he wants to be commended, praised, recognized, told nice things. You are great. That is why they use that technique in the school also now, training children like that. What is that? When the children do something, they paint a picture and all, and they come and show the teacher. And teacher says, "Good job." Nobody knows what he drew there, you know. But it is, the technique is being used now to praise, because they say praise boosts the, actually it is not, this is a disease of human beings called Lokeshana. We want to be recommended, and we want to be commended and praised and worshipped and, you know, looked up to and all that kind of thing. It's called Lokeshana. That's why he wants to sit in the highest office, so he'll be recognized. He wants to get awards and rewards and all that kind of thing. People like this. So that disease is to be removed by practicing the things like Hanumanji. He's always at the back. When they, in Kishkinda just the Khan before this, when some party told, well, this is 700 yojanas, across the ocean. Who will spring there? Who will go there? Who will leap to Lanka? Everybody started telling, well, I can maybe leap halfway. I'll fall in the ocean and sharks will get me. Angad said, I can perhaps go all the way to there, but I don't know if I'll be able to come back. So everybody started talking. Jamwant asked Hanumanji, but you're not saying anything. How come? Hanumanji said, well, those who have some strength, they are talking about their strength. But I have no strength. But you are called as Atulita Baladhama. Anjani Putra, Pavana Sutta, Nama. You are called as the storehouse of immeasurable strength. How come you are not talking about your strength? You have to read the phrase properly, he told to Jamwant. You have to read the line properly. If you keep your car in this building, if you keep your car in the building, the car belongs to the building or the car belongs to you? But the car belongs to you, isn't it? So Hanumanji, Dhama means abode. He said, my dear Jamwan, I am the abode. I am the storehouse of Atulita Bal, immeasurable strength. But the Atulita Bal belongs to who? The Atulita Bal, immeasurable strength, belongs to Bhagwan Ram. I am just stored with me. So it is not my strength. So if everybody talking about their strength, they think that is their strength, so they are talking. I have none, so how I will talk? And then Jamwan told, Bhagwan gave you this power. Because in the Aranyakand, this is written there in the beginning. Bhagwan Ram is described as Atulita Bala, Atulita Prabhutai. You have to go and see that. He is the one who is of immeasurable strength. And he has just left some of that strength with me. Then Jamwan reminded him, Bhagwan gave you this strength to do his work. Ramadut you are. And so Hanumanji stood up there now to use that immeasurable strength of Bhagwan Ram to do Bhagwan's work. So he always remember his strength is not mine, nothing is mine, like that. So from his life, countless lessons we can go on learning. Ramaduta mai matu janaki, I am the Duta of Bhagwan Ram. He introduces himself like that, never putting himself in front. Right? Just the Duta of Ram. He's the one who shot this arrow towards Lanka. We saw it on the first day. Satya Sapata Karunanithan ki. And he used this Karunanithan word. Karunanithan means the storehouse of Kripa. To describe Bhagwan Ram. And when Sita Maya heard this name of Bhagwan Ram, Karunanithan, she knew that Hanumanji had come from Ram only. Because this name was only shared between both of them. This name of Karunanithan was only known between Bhagwan Ram and Sita ji. Yamudrika matu mai ani dini Ram tumakah saitani. Bhagwan Ram only gave me this ring to bring to you. The Karunanithan word, name, is such a nice name also. Seal. There's some simple words, everybody can try to repeat. Karunanithan Prabhu Shri Ram. Karunanithan Prabhu Shri Ram. Sita दशरथ नंदन संत जन रंजन दशरथ नंदन संत जन रंजन माया प्रेरक मुक्ति प्रदायक माया प्रेरक मुक्ति प्रदायक माया प्रेरक मुक्ति प्रदायक माया प्रेरक मुक्ति प्रदायक करुणा निधान प्रभु श्री राम करुणा करुणा निधान प्रभु श्री राम करुणा जय जय राम जय जय राम जय जय राम जय सिया राम जय जय 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 राम जय सिया राम जय जय राम जय जय राम जय जय राम जय सिया राम जय जय राम जय जय राम जय जय राम जय सिया राम जय जय 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 राम जय सिया राम जय जय राम जय जय राम जय जय राम जय सिया राम जय जय राम जय जय राम जय जय राम जय सिया राम जय जय राम जय जय राम जय जय राम जय सिया 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 राम श्यावर रामचंद्र की जय Immediately Hanumanji recognized, Sitaji recognized that Hanumanji had come from Bhagwan Sri Ram. And the first question, of course, how come this alliance between Nara and Banar? How come this alliance between man and monkeys? She was very curious. Actually, very, very natural thing only. Kapike bachana prema suni upaja mana biswa. And listening to his explanation, she gained great faith in this Hanumanji. And now he has made the introduction. He has told about Bhagwan Shri Ram. And Bhagwan Ram sent me here and he's looking for you everywhere and all of that. He told the whole story. And so much of Shraddha came to her mind and her sorrows went away. And only after all of this, then only Hanumanji tells to Sita Maya, Ma, you know, now I'm hungry. He was not thinking about eating or drinking before that. Even when Menak Parvat told him to have something and have a rest and all. Nothing. Then he said, you know, in this Ashok Vatika here, there are nice fruits. I'll have some. She said, no, 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 no. There are a lot of Rakshasas guarding this Ashok Vatika. Those are dangerous fellows. So he said, I am not scared of these Rakshasas and all. Don't worry. I am not scared of them. He said, a little monkey like you, what you will do with Rakshasas? And that time he took that Virat Roop form, big, huge form, massive form he took. And she also becomes scared. Okay, okay, calm down, come, go eat, go eat. She allowed him to go and eat. Now he went there, started eating fruits, broke a few branches and all of that. And while breaking branches and all, the Rakshasas heard and they came there and started beating him and all. Well, of course, he pulverized all of them. Then Ravan sent his young son, whose name was Akshay Kumar. And one blow he gave to that Akshay Kumar. finished him. People who read this Ramcharitmanas and all from the outside, they say, what type of scriptures you all have? He goes there and he breaks the trees and branches and all. Why he has to do? He doesn't have any environmental consciousness. Not environmentally conscious. Why he'll have to break the trees and all? Why don't just pluck the fruit? He said, no. Where he was eating fruits there. He was eating over there and he could not see Janaki Maya. So he just moved and broke a few branches so he can get darshan while he is eating and all that kind of thing. The Bhakti Marg is very strong in all of this. So anyway, he removed all of these Rakshasas and all one by one. And finally, Ravan sent his son Meghanath. Now this is a very interesting portion of the Ramayana. He sent his son Meghnath. What this monkey is doing? He already killed one of my other son. And Meghnath came there. This is now just before 19. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram. Uthi baho hari ki nisi bahu maya jeeti na jaye prabhanjan jaya. Shri Ram fierce fight emerged between Hanumanji and this Meghnath. Meghnath they call us Indrajit. He had even conquered Indra. His father had sent him to conquer that Indra. And Ravan conquering like this, all the devtas from Indra to all the, members of the cabinet, he had them standing there. In his court. So Indra had been conquered by this Meghnath also. So therefore he had a second name. His second name was Indrajit. And so now, the fierce fight ensued between both of them, and Indrajit realized that this Banar is not relenting. I can't conquer him. I conquered Indra, but I cannot conquer this monkey. This is a very strange thing. And then, thinking like that now, and Jiti na jai prabhanjana jaya. Even though he tried all sorts of bahumaya, all sorts of various methods of fighting also, and deceit and Maya, Tulsidas ji writes, it disappeared here and appeared there and all that. Whatever he did, he could not defeat this Hanumanji. That time, when at his wit's end, then Brahma Astra Te Sandha, he released that Brahma Astra. Now Brahma Astra also cannot do anything to Hanumanji. Nothing can touch him. Vajra Anga he is, no? His limbs like thunderbolt. Nothing could touch him. Now see, Brahma Astra at that time is the most lethal weapon. It is like the nukes of today. And the description by Tulsidas ji is what? Brahma Astra Tehi Santha. This Meghnath released that Brahma Astra, and in the same, before the line could finish, Tulsidas ji writes, Kapi Manaki in Habichar. Just now I was telling you how he was thinking what to do next. Now here, same word is being used again. Kapi Manaki in Habichar. So this other thing to learn from Hanumanji, at every stage in our life we should be thinking. And now one more thing is added in this line. What is that? If a nuclear arm is released at you, how much time do you have to think? And they are standing right there. It is not like, one is in that country and one is in that country. He's standing right there. So that Brahma Astra is released. And Kapi Manaki na Bichar. So fast thinking also is required. See, now let me tell you something. People ask these questions all the time because in our Shastras also it is said that the buddhi should be Shuddha, the buddhi should be pure, the buddhi should also be Sukshma, subtle, and the buddhi should also be Tikshna, sharp. These are the qualities that the buddhi is required to have. Now see, this sharpness of the buddhi, you have to see in our Puja Gurudev. Oh, razor sharp. That thing can only happen when we embody the knowledge, not when we know the knowledge. Look here. When you hold something in your hand, well, those of you who have practiced a little bit cricket, right? Who played cricket when you were a kid, and that thing falls, quickly you catch it. This is a reflex action. Do you have to think? You don't have to think. That thing just happens. When it's falling quickly, you grab for it like that. Like no thinking. That can only happen when something has become part of me. If that thing is not part of me, that immediate response is not possible. So the knowledge has to become a part of me also, so that when it is required, without thinking also I'll have it expressed. So this is what is meant by the sharpness of the buddhi. Buddhi can only become sharp when the knowledge has really totally sharp. When the knowledge, whatever I learn, it has become part of me. Not just know it superficially and I can blurt it out. That is not the meaning. I have to really embody that knowledge. So now Hanumanji's buddhi is sharp like that. Buddhiman he is called. And so quickly he thinks. And what is the thought? Tulsidaji gives the thought also in his mind. What is the thought? Jau na brahma saramanahu mahima mitaya par. Means to say, if I do not respect this Brahma Astra, which is given by Brahmaji to this Meghnad, and by Brahmaji to others also, if I do not respect this Brahma Astra, Brahmaji's name will go down. People will say, what Brahmaji gave this Astra and all the thing was useless. What type of Brahmaji is? So Brahmaji's name will go down and the name of this weapon will go down and all of that will be destroyed. So thinking about Brahmaji, Hanumanji succumbs to the Brahma Astra. And in other Ramayana and all, there was a second thought. Second thought is, good, let me succumb to this Brahma Astra and they will take me into Ravan's court. When I go there, I'll be able to see all what is going on also. They call diplomacy, Quick thinking also, fast. Like that. Now, Meghnad ties. See, I'll tell you something. Hanumanji has so much of reverence and so much of faith in the Brahma Astra, and Meghnad, when he comes there, he's scared. Meghnad could not conquer him. When he comes close, he's scared. So he touches. I wonder if he's conscious or unconscious. Just to be sure, Tulsidaji writes, Meghnad ties him up with the now Nagpash. So Meghnad does not have faith in the Brahma Astra, does not have faith that the Brahma Astra had done its job. And Hanumanji has faith and reverence in that Brahma Astra. So the one who is wielding it here himself doesn't have faith. Maybe he's not really unconscious, better. Just to be sure, let me also tie him like that. So he tied him up with that Nagpash and they put him on a cart now. A big cart with 4 wheels and started dragging him to the palace. And now all the Rakshasas who were hiding behind, walls and trees and everything, now peeped out. Like that, all of them. Oh, he captured? Yes. He tied. One telling the other, and they all come out. And now they became brave, all of them. And they came out. And while they're pulling him, these Rakshasas also took an opportunity to give Hanumanji a kick as well. Oh, now he's tired, so we'll give him a kick. So many kicks he received in Ravan's court at that point. He said, Ravan, when I came here, your Rakshasas, they all kicked me also. But I don't mind, because for Bhagwan Ram, I am ready to take any number of kicks. This true sevak of the Lord is ready to take anything for the Lord. So, he's dragged into that court and he comes in front of Ravan. And Ravan shouts now. And everybody's happy, eh? Now, this is now after number 20. After number 20. This dialogue between Ravan and Hanumanji is going to unfold now. See this. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. 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 Ramachandra ki jai. Kalankesh Hanumanji. Now Ravan spoke to Hanumanji. Kavana kai kisa. Who are you, oh monkey? Hey Banar, tu kaun hai? Who are you? Keikeval ghalehi banakisa. On whose strength did you tear up my garden? Like that. In other words, Ravan is not thinking that the strength belongs to Hanumanji. His strength belongs to somebody else. An ordinary monkey cannot have such strength. Like that. He's right also. His strength belongs to Bhagwan Ram. He's Atulita Bala Dama. Atulita Bala, Atulita Prabhutai, Bhagwan Sri Ram. Ki thou Shravana Sunai Nai Moi. You have not heard about me. Ravan is boasting about his own self now. His own self. He says, you have not heard about me or what? Dekhau Atyasanka Satato. You seem to be very bold and daring and all. Mare Nisichara Keya Paratha. Why you kill my Rakshasas, including my son? What they did wrong to you? Why you kill them? Kausat, tell. And he calls them fool several times. Toina prana kai batha. You're not afraid of losing your life? He's shouting at Hanumanji like this. Now Hanumanji takes the opportunity to respond very nicely to all of these questions. So Ravan's question is, what wrong thing my Rakshasas did to you? Then you have not heard about me. Then who are you? And whose strength you are acting? And all of these type of questions. So Hanumanji replies. First question first only. On whose strength am I acting? He tells. Sunu Ravana Brahmandane Kaya Sitaram, Sitaram. Siyavara Ramachandra ki jai. I am acting on the strength of that Bhagwan Shri Ram, from whom the whole universe has emerged. I am acting on the strength of that Bhagwan Shri Ram, which little bit only is given to Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh to do their work. I am acting on the strength of that Bhagwan Shri Ram, who is the manifester, sustainer and dissolver of this universe. I am acting on the strength of that Bhagwan Shri Ram, who takes avatar from age to age to come and teach the lessons to wicked people like you. Like that he tells very boldly to Ravana in his face also. Tumase satana sikhavana data. And tum also he told to Ravana like this. I am acting on the strength of that Bhagwan Shri Ram, who broke the bow in Janakpur and got Sita Maya legitimately. And if you had, in other words, what he means to say, if you had wanted Sita Maya like that, you should have broken the bow. But you came sneaking. Actually, Tulsidas uses some strong words and all there about Ravan. Sometimes I don't like to use also. I am acting on the strength of that Bhagwan Shri Ram. Kharadushan Trisara Arubali Badhe Sakala Atulit Bala Sali. The work, I am acting on the strength of that Bhagwan Shri Ram, who removed that Khara Dushan and the Taraka, Trisara, and Bali also. And Bali was known to be the strongest person in Ramayana at that time. And he removed that Bali also. Badhe Sakala Atulita Balasali. Jake Balalavale Sate. I'm acting on the strength of that Bhagwan Ram. A little bit of whose power you got, and you were able to conquer these three worlds. Like that. What he means to say, he has already killed this Bali, and killed Trisara, and killed Kharadushan. Your turn is next. Like that. And then the next question was, you haven't heard of me or what? Ravana is so, like that. You haven't heard of me or what? You're not scared of me. So Hanuman just, Jana hu main tumhari prabhutai. I heard of you. Yes, I heard. This is very interesting. See, I want you to see this. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama. 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 Now main Hari Prabhutai Sahas Bahu San Parilarai. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama. Samar Bali San Kari Jasupava. Sukhi Kapi Bachan Bi Hasi Biharawa. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama. Bolo Ram 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 Sita Ram Ram Ram. Bolo Ram 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 Sita Ram Ram Ram. Raja Ram 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 Sita Ram Ram Ram. Raja Ram 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 Sita Ram Ram Ram. Hare Ram 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 Sita Ram Ram Ram. Hare Ram 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 Sita Ram Ram Ram. Siyavara Ramachandra ki jai. Ravan is boasting about himself, his name. What, you haven't heard of me or what? What is the matter with you? Hanumanji said, yes, I have heard about you. And Hanumanji chooses 2 episodes from Ravan's life to ask Ravan about those 2 episodes. Yes, I have heard about you. I heard that you had a fight with Sahasrabahu. How did it go? I heard you had a fight with Bali. How did it go? These are the 2 times Ravan was beaten so badly in his life, especially by Bali. And Hanumanji chooses those 2 times to tell Ravan, yes, I have heard about those 2 episodes and all about you. Ravan laughed it off. Tulsidasji writes, Ravan laughed it off like that. Because Hanumanji chose those episodes only. At one time, Bali had kept Ravan under his arm for 6 months. He was going on Tirats and that Ravan disturbed him and he kept him under his arm like that. And Ravan could not do anything. And when he brought him home also, he put him and tied him to his bedpost. And that Angad was a little baby and there was the cradle and Angad's foot was hanging outside the cradle like this, little foot. And they tied Ravan in such a position that when they rocked the cradle, his foot will slap Ravan every time like this. No? What a bad treatment that Bali had given to this Ravan. His grandfather had to come and beg to release him and all. So Hanumanji chose this story to tell. And Ravan laughed it off. Tulsidasji writes, Khaya phala babu lagi bhukha. Then, kapi subhavate torehu rukha. Means, I was hungry, so I ate fruits. And it's the nature of a monkey to have fruits and break branches. That is what monkeys do. They break branches and all. I broke some branches. Sabke deha param priya, Swami, all people hold their body to be there. And if my body is hungry, I have to eat. And then, Marai moi kumara gami. And your Rakshasas, they came and they beat me. Your Rakshasas came and beat me for doing what a monkey naturally does. Then, Jinamoi mara, they may mare. But whoever beat me, I beat them back like that. Jinamoi mara, they may mare. But that's the law of the jungle. That is animal law, na? The law of the jungle is whoever beat me, I beat. It's actually, this is the law of human beings also supposed to be. We don't teach you sit there and turn any cheek and all that kind of thing. But all our deities and all of them have weapons or not. But that's for sure or what? That's to make painting. Jinamoi mara te mein mare. You see where in scripture has anything like that happened? No, they beat me and I stood there. Okay, beat some more. That doesn't happen. So Hanumanji is just telling the natural law and all. So otherwise what happens? You become a doormat, isn't it? You can't become a doormat. So he tells to Ravan like that, they beat me, so I beat them back. The natural thing only. Then Hanumanji goes on to give Ravan some good advice. And Ravan gets angry like anything. What? This monkey is pretending to be my guru now or what? Tulsidasji says, Bola bihasi maha abhimani mila hamahi kapi gura bara gyani. Maha abhimani's phrase is used for two characters in this Ramayana. One is called Bali and the other is called Ravan. Maha abhimani. So much of ego, two of them. And he says, he shouts at Hanumanji, what? We got a guru in this monkey or what? It means Ravan thought that he knew more than everybody. Nobody could teach him anything. That is it. Bhagwan Shiva also never dared to teach him anything. Because the ego was too big. It doesn't make sense. And he shouts at Hanumanji, we'll see this thing tomorrow. Okay. Some artis, people will do arti. आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिय पीति आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिय गावत ब्रह्मादिक मुनि नारद वाल्मीक विज्ञान विशारद सुख सनकादिक शेषु सारद बरनि पवन सुत कीरति
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिय पीति आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिय पीति
गावत वेद पुराण अष्टदश छौ शास्त्र सब ग्रंथन को रस मुनि जन धन संतन को सर्वस सार हंस सम्मत सब
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिय पीति आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिय पीति
गावत संतत शंभु भवानी अरुघत संभव मुनि विज्ञानी व्यास आदि कवि वर्ज बखानी काज कुशुंड गरुड़
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिय पीति आरती श्री रामायण जी की
पुंडरीकाक्षं मंगलाय तनो हरि। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेव। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। श्यावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, बोल भाई सब संतन की जय, श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महा